This man was sentenced to 500 years of cryogenic imprisonment as Earth's most brutal criminal. Prolonged cryogenic sleep caused pathological changes in one of his eyes and severe brain damage. Today marks his first awakening in 2 decades, triggered solely by a journalist named Emily seeking to interview inmates here. She believes cryogenic prisons are inhumane, arguing that even murderers deserve basic rights. Yet the convict before her, convicted of 51 crimes, shows no interest in reason, spewing profanity and insults. A nearby guard attempted to restrain him, only to have his pistol snatched. Amid the chaos, an explosion rocked the interrogation room. The man easily broke free, stormed the main control room, and released all 500 inmates, hardened criminals, each charged with dozens of offenses. After escaping their cryogenic cells, they swiftly overran the prison. But escape proved far from simple, for this prison was built in space. Just as the man prepared to assault Emily, another man grabbed him by the throat and pinned him to the table, immobilizing him. Brooke was the leader among the criminals, and also the man's older brother. These women were crucial bargaining chips for negotiations with the police, so they absolutely couldn't be harmed. Meanwhile, patrol officers detected the prison's abnormalities and immediately dispatched 2 spacecraft to investigate. Brooke intended to stay put, buying time to find an escape route, but unexpectedly, the man's brain had frozen from the cold, causing him to uncontrollably activate the self-defense system. In the next instant, both patrol ships were blown apart by the prison's machine guns. Soon, the president learned of the space prison's fall. Under normal circumstances, he would have disregarded the hostages' safety and ordered a forceful assault to uphold the military's dignity. But this time, the president chose negotiation because that female reporter, Emily, was his daughter. At this moment, Director of Intelligence Harry recommended a man named Snow to the president. He should be able to infiltrate the space prison and rescue Emily safely. Snow had once been an exceptional operative. During a mission, another agent was killed by the enemy. Though Snow successfully retrieved the intelligence briefcase and delivered it to his partner, he himself was captured. With the briefcase lost and his partner nowhere to be found, Snow was framed for intelligence trafficking and unjustly imprisoned. When Harry approached him, Snow initially refused the mission, but Harry signaled through a coded message on a water cup, revealing his partner was imprisoned in the space facility. To clear his name, Snow reluctantly agreed to rescue Emily. Soon, the military dispatched a negotiation expert to the space prison to negotiate with Brooke. Unexpectedly, Brooke proved surprisingly cooperative, immediately agreeing to release the injured Emily for medical treatment. But just as Emily reached the exit, the man went berserk, suddenly blocking their path and killing one of the hostages. At that moment, patrolling inmates spotted Snow sneaking in. Brooke instantly realized he'd been tricked and shot the negotiator dead.